For decades, America's been on the cutting edge, ahead of every other country when it comes to medicine, weapons, technology, energy. One of the reasons why? Our work ethic. Nobody's born with that. You learn it from your family, your culture, and your school. It's in America's best interest to have a country full of educated people. So a century ago, the government decided every kid should legally be required to go to school. It helped form some of America's greatest generations.
Students in this study hall have many different ways of studying. Jim is naturally thinking about that civics report. He doesn't want to put it off till the last minute. First, he has to get ready for his science class this afternoon. Then he can give the rest of the hour to his civics report.
That's not what classrooms look like today. Kids are learning about sex instead of science, racism instead of reading, feminism instead of physics, hate instead of history. How'd this happen? Our schools have been sliding into mediocrity for years, and we see the results. Back in the day, Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple Computers, explained why.
If you ask who are the customers of education, the customers are the parents. Not even the students, but the parents. And the problem that we have in this country is that the customers went away. The customers stopped paying attention to their schools for the most part. That mothers started working, and they didn't have time to spend at PTA meetings and watching their kids' school. Schools became much more institutionalized, and parents spent less and less and less time involved in their kids' education. And what happens when a customer goes away and a monopoly gets control, which is what's happened in our country, is that the service level almost always goes down.
That statement about moms would get Jobs canceled if he said it today. But the larger point is parents aren't aware of what's going on in the classroom like they used to be. And the government likes it that way. The public schools don't want anyone looking over their shoulders because they don't want the customers looking behind the counter. But decades ago, Steve Jobs had a solution for this. Give the parents power.
I believe very strongly that if the country gave each parent a voucher, a check for $4,400 that they could only spend at any accredited school, that several things would happen. Number one, schools would start marketing themselves like crazy to parents to get students. Secondly, I think you'd see a lot of new schools start. You would see the quality of schools, again, just like in a competitive market, start to rise. Some schools would go broke. A lot of the public schools would go broke. There's no question about it. It would be rather painful for the first several years.
Deservedly so.
But I think far less painful than the kids going through the system as it is right now.
Our schools are failing because there's no competition. But if you introduce competition, they'll get back to teaching math and history real quick because parents don't want to send their kids to bad schools or woke schools. They're only doing it because they have to. They don't have a choice. You want to improve public schools? You can't. The government wants to keep it the way it is. The dirty little secret is that the government, teachers' unions, and powerful parts of the country want your son dumb. They want your daughter to be stupid. They don't want independent thinkers. They want dumb, obedient people to say, sure, I'll wear a mask. I trust the FBI. I think what I see on the news is true. They don't want students asking questions because a curious mind would wonder why our borders are wide open, and wonder why we funded the Wuhan lab, and wonder where all the money is going in Ukraine. A smart population is a threat to powerful people in America. They want zombies instead. They want a pipeline of servants. It's the only pipeline they want. Learn the bare minimum in public school, take out huge loans to be brainwashed in their colleges, and then you're buried in debt on your sofa where they want you stoned and watching Netflix and ordering Seamless and other junk off Amazon Prime. They want you loaded up on debt and sugar so you're fat and dependent, and then they chuck you a few handouts, Biden bucks, wipe out your loan, but you're still hooked. And they own your vote. But you're depressed because you're not independent, and you're bored because your life has no adventure. And then you get sick because you're unhealthy. And the American healthcare system shoves a bunch of pills down your throat. They're manufacturing an underclass of morons. They want to tame our country into oblivion so they can cash out on our ignorance. Every election, they'll write you a check, give you free stuff, then just jack up the prices on everything else. Just like they do with electric cars, just like they're doing now with college tuition. You think these colleges need the money? They're loaded. These universities look like kingdoms. Go into almost any city and you'll find a sprawling campus with state-of-the-art facilities and tens of thousands of employees. They have billion-dollar endowments that their Wall Street friends manage and take a cut from. But you end up with a degree and $250 million in debt, $250,000. They're predators, and you're the prey. And if you wake up and start asking questions and start saying the wrong things, maybe a little politically incorrect, maybe challenge the system too much, they'll censor, smear, and destroy you. And don't even ask how they're going to pay for this stuff. They can't even explain it. You want to know why? Because they don't even care.
Do you all believe that this student loan program is fully paid for?
We do believe it will be fully paid for because of the work that this president has done with the economy. Because of what you just said, what I just said is what we have done to bring down the deficit reduction. That matters, and the work that we'll continue to do.
What? I'll translate. You're paying someone else to go to college and learn about why America's racist. To them, that's priceless. Let's turn to Victor Davis Hanson, Hoover Institution senior fellow and author of The Dying Citizen. They want us stupid and lazy and fat and not questioning a thing, don't they?
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, we had some control over higher education when we guaranteed student loans and we give grants to the... And what do? We just let them off the hook. I mean, we could solve K through 12 if we told every teacher, you have an alternative, Jesse. You can either go through the education school monopoly and get credentialed and get brainwashed, or just go get an MA in an academic subject like a community college teacher or prep school. And I think there would be a mass exodus out of the School of Education, and they couldn't control all of these MA programs, and the teachers would be much more academically rigorous. We could tell every student getting a BA, you have to take a national, just like an SAT test to get in, take one to see how you do, if you do any better after 4 years. And that would quantify the BA so that we'd all know that BAs had something in common, basic knowledge of math. And we need to look at tenure. It's the only profession in America where you get lifetime employment after 6 years. They could have revolving contracts. I would think that would be really important. And if we're going to get federal funds or student guaranteed loans, why are they exempt from the Civil Rights Act of 1965? By that I mean, who dreamed up segregated graduation, segregated dorms, segregated space, safe spaces? They should not be allowed to do that. And when they have inquiries and everything from, academic problems to sexual harassment, they deprive people of the Fourth and Fifth Amendments, and they don't allow people to have lawyers. They don't respect the First Amendment for speakers and discussions on campus. So we could say to them, if you're going to get federal funds, or you're going to have this moral hazard increase because you have no, you're not in the game when you get these student loans coming with guarantees from the federal government, then you're going to have to obey the Constitution. If you don't, you're not going to have these student loans. They jack up the rate of inflation each year higher, the rate of tuition higher than the rate of inflation. And why do they do that? Because the federal government says, you know what, if you have Club Med facilities for students, or you've got these diversity, equity, inclusion, $200,000 ministry, we don't care. We'll guarantee your students can pay you.
Yeah, we're all getting played.
That's the problem.
We're all getting played, and it's happening
we are.
right in front of us. Victor Davis Hanson, thank you so much for your analysis.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.